how can we overcome ethnocentrism to accept other cultures? Imagine walking into a room full of people from different parts of the world, each with their own way of doing things. It can be overwhelming if you think your way is the only right way. That's what ethnocentrism is, thinking your culture is the best or the only correct one. It's a common mindset but can cause misunderstandings and even conflicts. So, how do we change that? How do we start seeing other cultures as valid and interesting instead of strange or wrong? First, developing cultural relativism is key. This means looking at other cultures through their own eyes, not yours. Instead of judging someone's actions by your standards, try to understand why they do things differently. For example, in some cultures, greeting with a bow is respectful, while in others, a handshake is normal. Recognizing that both are valid within their own context helps us see the value in different ways of life. Next, increasing exposure to different cultures makes a big difference. Traveling, watching international movies, or even trying new foods can open your mind. When you experience a culture firsthand, you see that their practices are not weird but meaningful to them. For instance, some communities celebrate festivals that seem unusual but are deeply rooted in their history and beliefs. These experiences help us feel empathy and reduce stereotypes. It's also important to become aware of our own biases. We all carry assumptions about other cultures based on what we've learned or seen. Reflecting on these biases helps us question why we think a certain way. If you realize you feel uncomfortable around certain customs, ask yourself why. This self-awareness is the first step toward changing your perspective. Talking openly with people from different backgrounds is another helpful step. Respectful conversations allow us to learn directly from others. Asking questions about their traditions or daily routines shows genuine interest and builds trust. For example, discussing why a community practices a certain ritual can reveal its significance and help you appreciate it more. Valuing language diversity also plays a part. When we respect different languages, we acknowledge the importance of cultural identity. Learning a few words or phrases in another language can show respect and curiosity, breaking down barriers. Finally, standing against cultural domination is vital. When one culture tries to impose its values on others, it erases unique traditions. Supporting cultural autonomy and respecting indigenous practices helps preserve the rich variety of human life. In practical terms, schools can include lessons on different cultures and histories from multiple viewpoints. Workplaces can offer cultural competence training to promote understanding. Communities can celebrate cultural festivals to bring people together. Remember, overcoming ethnocentrism isn't a one-time effort. It's a continuous process of learning, listening, and respecting. When we shift from thinking our way is the only way, we open ourselves to a world full of fascinating, diverse ways of living. That's how we build a more accepting and understanding society.